Alright guys, wetin dey reign for social media now na Igbo king in Ghana. You understand? Now looking at this issue is not something that should be causing issue if only the person involved can understand what the people are saying. You understand? The Ghanaian people are saying that we don't want you to be a king in our land, which normally you can't be a king in another person's land. You understand? If you want to be a king, you have to be a king in your land, and you cannot just be selected as a king. But what I try to understand about this is that it's like the man involved, you understand, is actually a leader of a group of people, which are the Igbo people living in Ghana, which is normal. In every community, you must have a leader. In every garden, every union, you must have a leader. The Nigerians have leaders in all their communities outside Nigeria. The same thing as the Ghanaians, the Togolese, the Senegalese, whatever. Even in Nigeria, there are so many Ghana community, but they don't call their leaders king. They can only say this is the leader of the Ghana community here in Nigeria. And that is what you should be calling yourself, because now the people are rising up against the name, not the position. You understand? Now let's be educated a little bit. You understand? Now for you to call yourself a king, because some people don't understand. The problem is not you being a leader. The problem is you calling yourself a king. You understand? So if you go just retrieve that kingship, but not the leadership, because you are still the leader of the Igbo people. According to you in one of your videos, you said they elected you or they selected you, which means you were selected or elected by your people, that even somebody else came up, but they still choose you. You understand? Which I want you to know that kings are not selected or elected for. You understand? Now let's try to educate ourselves a little bit. For some of us that don't understand what is actually going on, this man is calling himself the king of the Igbo people, which he is the leader of the Igbo people, but he just wanted to use the title king so that it will show that is actually the paramount leader, or how am I going to say it? Because normally Igbo people, our Igbo people from Nigeria, normally they like title. You understand? If you study them, the average Igbo man like title, oh chief, he all those kind of things. They just love it. You understand? It's part of their, their physique when they make themselves feel good. You understand? So maybe that is what this man is trying to do, but the people say they don't like her. Now, let's try to educate ourselves. Now, who actually is a king? A king is a main monarch, traditionally the supreme ruler of a kingdom. The supreme ruler of a kingdom. That's what I'm going to. You understand? That is why you can be a king. You must have a kingdom. You understand? And there's a story going on that this man is trying to have his own kingdom in another man's land, which we also have to address. You understand? You understand? He is often the head of a royal family. Oga, are you from a royal family? Number one question. And may hold his position through